Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the ELC EVEN 90. It's a Tier 8 French premium light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and this one is under the command of Retho13. Game on! Well, we've got a bit of a treat for you today because we've got 3 ELC EVEN 90 games for you to watch. And the first one is starting off in a very regular way for an ELC, where he's on a mission to spot the enemy. It's one of the best camoed light tanks in the game. Not the best, but it's certainly very good. Armed with a low power or low pressure 90mm main gun. It's a 3-shot autoloader, and it's capable of doing 220 alpha and penetrating through 175mm with standard ammo, and with the premium ammo it's 215, but you can't mix and match. You have to load a full clip of one type or the other. Well, he's managed to get quite a long way forward, but the Barask is slightly further forward from us. And oh, we just spotted a Shaft U-4 over to the left. He's not looking in that direction at the moment. The enemy Borsig's just gone down. There's the Shah, and he's running away because he got hit. I think he went up into the spotting position, and unfortunately he got a rather nasty reception. Okay, the ELC EVEN 90 is part of the ELC program, or Engin Léger de Combat, which means light combat vehicle. It was developed in the 1950s, and it was trying to create a light air transportable tank that could actually support the troops. Of course, at the time, France really didn't have any huge responsibilities abroad, except in Angola, which they thought of as mainland Angola? No, Algeria, that's it, which they thought of as mainland France. They do have colonies all around the world, and in fact, actually, France has been very active protecting many countries in Africa. I mean, huge amount of area. Unbelievably large. And of course the French, apart from the reputation which they generated during the Second World War, are actually a very good army. And I know that because, of course, without the French holding back the Germans, we would never have retreated or managed to recover so many British troops at Dunkirk. So without them, in the battle of, I think it was the Battle of Arras, without that battle, we wouldn't have, we'd be speaking German today, let's put it that way. Anyway, so far it's gone rather well, because he actually has got 2,237 hit points to spotting, but I think he needs to move up to the next bush, and he's doing so very slowly. Unfortunately, we've lost our Barras teammate, and he needs to get into the next bush along. And he's in there, and he spotted a Hori 1. Okay, let's see what he can do. Oh, lovely. This is really good. Now, it's actually true that more countries who are allied with France win their wars than if they are not allied with France. Yes, the French have got a very good reputation, although it took them a while to actually gain that reputation. They were the first to find out, after all, that you don't invade Russia, certainly not in a winter, because you come a cropper. Unfortunately for Hitler, he didn't learn that lesson, and of course, thankfully, he was destroyed. Just as that SU-130 PM just been destroyed, and we picked up even more spotting. 4,285 now, massive amount. He's doing exactly what a light tank should do. Spot the enemy, find him, and then enable his teammates to get the shots. He's not moving forward. He's not shooting himself. If he did shoot, it would give away his position. He's actually staying as quiet as he can, but watching what's going on. Now, his team might be one tank down, and they might be 2,000 hit points down, but he's still spotting for his team, and he's getting spotting assist. Now, there were other models of the ELC EVEN 90. In fact, not the 90 as such, but the ELC EVEN. And the reason for that was they actually made 10 pilot vehicles with different armaments because they wanted to try out different combinations. There was an ELC EVEN 30, which had two 30mm cannons, one either side of the turret. And they also had an ELC EVEN 120, which had four recoilless rifles of 120mm caliber either side of the vehicle as well. And that in many ways was like the Ontos, which of course was an American version of the M56 Scorpion, which actually had recoilless rifles instead. They also had a version which actually had missiles. But I think the one that most people like is the little EVEN 90, which of course is so versatile. Most highly used in World of Tanks by Steve Walst of Honest Gaming. And he's actually done some pretty amazing things with his ELC EVEN 90, otherwise known as a Steve 90. He even won a Kolobanov medal when he and his teammate were capping in the enemy cap. And the enemy couldn't even see them, even though they were only a short distance away, just outside proximity detection range. And then he shot his teammate in the to blow him up and picked up a Kolobanov because there were so many of the enemy team still alive at the moment they won. At least they're even now on both hit points and kills. So it's starting to tell, and you can see he's up to 5,623 spotting assists now. Bit by bit, it's accumulating. Any enemy that goes up there is going to get spotted. The Hori one is down to 603 hit points. Now he's down to just 212. He won't last long. It's somebody from the field. I think it may even be the 7032 who's firing up at that guy every time he pops up there. Still spotting. It's tremendous temptation to shoot, as all of you know. If you ever play a light tank, and you're sitting in a bush, you so want to press the trigger and shoot and pick up some extra XP, but it's just too dangerous to do so. Oh, he spotted an enemy light tank, an LT. Now, did he get spotted himself? I don't think he did. I don't think that guy was outside, but he's very close to us at this moment, and he might detect us if he gets any closer. You can see he was just going along the edge of our detection ring. That little range ring is the 50-meter mark. If he goes within that mark, or within that ring, then you know you've got to move immediately. So ideally what he needs to do now is move to a position where he's a bit further away from that LT-432. The guy's obviously gone to the other side of the ring, and he's creeping forward bit by bit. Ideally, so he doesn't get proximity detected, but he spots the enemy. Found another one. It's a Liberté. And he's now asked his teammates to shoot. And they are shooting him. Oh, he's picking up bots. Oh, he got the kill. The kill, well, he didn't get the kill. Somebody else did, but he's now up to 7,972. It's amazing what you can do with this little vehicle. In fact, I seem to recall that Steve Walst has actually put a skin on his ELC, which actually says on the bottom of the tank, it says, if you could read this, I'm the wrong way up, or something like that. So whenever he gets flipped, you can actually see this. Oh, he spotted another one! A Striv 1030. Or is it 103B? There's the Shah. It's a 103B, the tier 10 version. Oh, this is going to be fun. We've lost sight of the 103B. He's a bit of a noob, as far as we can tell. Showing tomato colours on the team list. Obviously, that's the XCM rating for him. And he's fairly close to us as well. He's only 96 meters away from us at this moment. If he crawls forward just a little bit more, we might have to move. It looks like he's shaking because he's getting hit. Side on, and we've lost sight. I think he can move forward just a little bit more now. The enemy lost their LT432, by the way, so they haven't got a light tank to actually spot us back. In fact, the only tank they do have still in operation who could spot us, possibly, is the Barask. He's probably up the hill. I like the fact that he's using cruise control on a very slow setting to actually move us up. You only need to crawl up bit by bit. Only 3 crew in the ELC EVEN 90, the commander, the driver, and a gunner. Now I think he's actually stopped because there's a wreck in front of him. Or at least I hope that's why he stopped. Or is it? No, it's not. There isn't a wreck. Okay, he's highlighting the ST2 on the other side of the ridgeline. No Arty in this game, which again is another help for him, because otherwise the Arty might try to just fire into the bushes to see if there's somebody nearby spotting all their team. Crawling forward again. We want to find that Strib 103B if we can. Tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. He's going to get a massive amount of spotting assist out of this large XP. There's the Strib. He stopped again. Strib goes down immediately. He was only 99 meters from us at the point that he died. There's a sharp future 4 just up ahead. We're going to have to go through a gap now, so let's hope that we don't get spotted when we're doing it. He could have speeded up to get across the gap. We've also got a couple of tanks, so we've got to go around. A couple of wrecks. Now he's in a position now where he could actually shoot at that ST2. I'd be very tempted to load the... oh, he did get a hit. And he gets a kill. I pop the reload. Yes, he does it. Good. There's only 2 enemies left now. There's one of them. Sharp Future 4 has been spotted. And he's being shot at massively. You can shoot him now as soon as you've reloaded. And he's gone. So we got the spotting assist. Or I don't think we did get the spotting assist, actually. I think we didn't because, of course, the E50 was closer. But there's only one enemy left. It's the SU-130 PM. He's on the other side of the railway line. I wouldn't stop in the cap area. I know he wants to put pressure on that enemy SU-130 PM, but he could actually take part in the hunt. Of course, he is a light tank, so he's got better view range than his teammates. But so far, he's done a magnificent job. Retho13, 9,297. Oh, I think that Object 268 version 4 is trying to tell him something. Or is he? No, he's not. He was just... They found the SU-130 PM anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And he's just running rings around him. And that's it. Game's over. They've won. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Retho13 in the ELC EVEN 90. I don't know how many games he's had, but that was a very creditable first ace tanker. He did it virtually perfectly. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, patrol duty for being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were being damaged, but no scout medal. So he didn't get the Holy Trinity, which is what we call the 3 medals that go for light tanks, which is spotter, patrol duty, and scout. If you can get those 3, that's the Holy Trinity. You can get it with the ace, it's even better. His win rate was very low, 265, but the reason for that was that he did most of his spotting and he stayed quiet. He only shot the ST2 and he did get the kill on the guy as well. Only 111 hit points from 1 penetration. We look at team score, we can see that he's not near the top. In fact, he's right down at the bottom. He didn't get 0 hit points of damage. He was the next closest to 0, 111 hit points, of course, that ST2. The highest damage in the game actually went to the T57 Heavy with 3,875, but that's not 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. Second highest damage was the Conway with 3,756, and the third highest damage was from the Striv 103B that he detected, who managed 3,596 hit points. When it came to kills, the highest number was the T57 Heavy again, but he shared it with the ST2 on the enemy team. And 3 kills went to the GSOR 1008 and the E-Fumsieg, who got 3 kills apiece. And there was nobody else who managed to get multiple kills. And of course, yes, Retho13 did get 1 kill, which puts him, I suppose, joint third when it comes to the number of kills. But when it comes to base XP, there's nobody near him. 1,363. He's the only one to get over 1,000 base. All that spotting. 988 went to the E-Fumsieg and 983 went to the T57 Heavy. He fired only 2 rounds. Both were direct hits. Only one of them penetrated the second shot, and he got 111 hit points of damage from that. It was at close range, actually, as well, so it doesn't count as a long-range shot. 7 enemy vehicles were spotted. 1 was damaged and 1 destroyed, the ST11, and 9,297 hit points of spotting assist in that game as well. 57 capture points while he was in the cap at the end. And he earned a profit of 152,083 credits, including getting a 40,000 mission completion event. And on top of that, he got 4,294 experience points out of the game as well. He did it perfectly. He just sat in the bush and collected all the spotting. He moved up gradually as the enemy fell back. And he just provided his teammates with everything they needed to shoot the enemy. So very well played with our first game. Congratulations to Retho13 for getting your first ace tanker. Let's have a look at game number 2. The second replay is on the Tundra map and on South Spawn, and you're looking at Case, and he's in the BOX6N clan. Boxing? Yes, maybe boxing. Game on. Well, he's got a different technique to actually getting his XP and his credits. If you can't spot them, go and shoot them. So he's decided he's gonna go all aggressive and Rambo on the enemy and find out where they are and then shoot them. Okay, it's good position, this little bush here, and he spotted a standard Skoda. A Skoda. Now he can get 3 shots in this guy, but at the moment he's just spotting them. Oh, and unfortunately one of the enemy is nearby, and yeah, he gets hit by the Skoda with one of the rounds. 213 hit points. It was the enemy ELC who spotted him. In fact, I think he's still there. RSU 101's come up. So, oh no, don't block your teammate. Okay, the ELC has decided to change position. So he obviously realised he was in danger. The Skoda's still there. And in fact, actually, he's been joined by a Cat Panzer 7. And they're both trying to shoot at him. Okay. They might get a nasty surprise if the SU-101 pops around the corner. We'll keep him interested for the moment. This bush is a very good spotting bush, but it is very dangerous. Okay. AMXAC 40... Is it 48 or 4? No. It's an M449. That's the plainclothes version of the Liberté. A little further back. Okay, he does have a shot on that Skoda, and I'm sure he'd love to get a shot into the guy. Of course, the Skoda can't see him now, and he is providing spotting for his teammates behind him. There's the M449. You can't get through that because he's got a little red dot. There's a Kilana over there as well. He's much further back. We can't see the ELC EVEN 90 on the enemy team. He has moved further over, so he's actually further east at the moment, but I suspect he's in one of the bushes over that direction. But we can see the Sharp Tier 4. He's not shooting at us, he's actually shooting at the SU-101. There's the ELC. Oh, he revealed his position. No, go forward. Forward. That's it. Now get moving. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great shot. Anyway, he popped the reload to make sure he's got 3 shells available. And he's managed to get across the railway line, but these bushes won't protect you at all. You can't fit in them. Well, it's the sort of thing Steve would do. He would knock over a tree like that. And there's the ELC, and we did get spotted by him as well. So he's not getting much luck on the spotting side at the moment in this game. Ow! Or driving for that matter. But it does get better. This bush is actually quite good. Good for spotting, that is. And he has spotted the Panzer-7. Oh, gets around into the engine bay. Can he get another one? No, he doesn't get the next one. He pops the reload, though, straight away. Now, the enemy appears to be coming down the west side of the map at the moment. Our tanks on the west corridor died. Scores are even at the moment because there's a ding-dong battle going up on top of the hill, and we do have some defences on this side. The Strip 1030 is moving behind us to cover that approach. That Liberté is still there. Oh, and the IS-3 too suddenly popped up. Now, it's a bit of a long-range shot for a 90mm with the low pressure. Oh, he's been spotted! Quickly, move forward. There's the spotter. It was the... It was the UDAs, in actual fact, who spotted him. I thought for a moment that it was the Sharp Tier 4. Of course, their Sharp Tier 4 has already gone down, so it wasn't him. What, he sneaked up on us. There he is. He couldn't see us. Oh, he got a fire! Front-mounted engine. He's still burning. He must have no fire extinguisher. And he's got him! One shot and he got an arsonist. He's popped the reload. Excellent. That's good exchange. We've conquered the hill. That's now ours. So the good news is that means if the enemy does try to take the cap, he's going to be able to spot for the team and give them notification where the enemy are. He's decided to change bushes though. These bushes are actually quite good. Somebody tries to cross the middle. Oh, there's that Skoda. Nice. Okay, so he can hit him now. Yep, gets one in. Go for the kill. No, misses. He did get spotted though. No Arty on this game, so he doesn't need to worry about getting hit. The IS-32's got very, very close to us though. And the T-103 will proxy spot us if he gets much closer. So we are into the bushes. Let's see if we can get shots on this guy. It's only 2 shots left in the mag though. He could pop the reload. The standard reload is 29.37 seconds. And he's got a reload slightly less than that, I think. I don't know what his amount is. Intraclip reload is 2.5 seconds. And the Skoda's coming up this way, so we have to back off. But this could work in our favour because the Skoda won't know we're here until it's too late. And we could take him out with 2 rounds. In fact, we could go round and take the Skoda from behind. That would be quite funny then. The IS-32's gone, and the Skoda got too close to us, so he knows we're here now, and it's made him back off. Okay, ideally what we need to do is go round and shoot him in the ass. The AMX M4 Liberté is, it's not the Liberté version, it's 49. It's close enough now that our guys on the hill can shoot at him. He's backing off because he got spotted. Okay, shoot. Yep, didn't go through. And now we got him with the next one. I think one of his teammates up on the hill might have been waiting for them to, for him to get a shot in to make him a one-shot. And up on the hill, a Wizzy has turned up and is trying to shoot our teammates in the rear. Now, ideally, we still want to respot this Skoda. He's not there. He's decided to depart. I still think it would have been a good idea to go round and get behind him. Oh, he is ahead of us. He's a 2-shot. That's 1. And he got a high roll to take him out. And that's his second kill of the game. Okay, they've still got trouble up on the hill, but we can actually take a lot of that pressure off by going after some of the enemy in the rear. They've got that Kilana, so he could actually go hunting now. There's a Lorraine 40 ton out there somewhere as well. It looks to me like he might be a little inactive, although he has got 1 kill. There he is. Okay. Now we don't want to go in the cap area, although it will put pressure on the enemy to make them turn around and come back. Just needs a better angle on that Lorraine 40 ton. That might be the angle he needs. No, not good enough yet. We can shoot the Kilana if we go a little further around. Okay, he's being very cautious with good reason. He doesn't want to fire at one and then the other one hits him with a volley of shots. Now should be a good position. Okay, he's got it. Okay, he's got support now because the sharp YouTube is coming up. And that forces the Kilana to back up. Now he can shoot him. Get him in the rear. Go over the ridgeline. That's it. We're going to get spotted, but doesn't matter. Pump all 3 rounds into his rear and kill him. That's a kill. Lovely. So 3 kills now. Creeping up on the Lorraine, the last enemy tank. He's going out hunting his own dinner. His reload 29.6. As I said, standard reload 29.37. So I suspect that he hasn't got a full crew yet, or a full skilled crew. He's not using premium consumables because he's got a... okay, he's trying to tell that guy, don't engage the Lorraine. He's going to do it. He wants to pump those rounds in, get the kill.
Moving in to support you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll have that one. And the next one. And he does now the kill shot. Yes! He did it. He did it. He won the game. Nicely done. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was another first ace tanker for Case, or Case actually, in the ELC EVEN 90. Congratulations. You can tell it's the first time he's got it because he got the scrolls underneath. And he also managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, including the last kill of the game, as well as an arsonist for setting light to one of the enemy tanks and watching it burn up and getting the kill that way. And on top of that, he got fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. In this game, he actually got a very high win rate, 12,068, because he was going out there and getting the damage himself, and he was doing it very efficiently, as well as getting first spots on the enemy. We look at the team score, we can see the highest damage in the game actually went to the Wizzy 111 GFT. That's the enemy who actually went up to the top of the hill and shot some of our guys in the back. He got a high caliber and 5,030 hit points. Second highest was the Shure MV7X on our own team with 4,172. And the third highest was our Barask, who got 3,405 hit points of damage, and he got a Confederate. You can see here that 3,098 hit points of damage went to Case, and in fact, he's actually better than all but one on the enemy team, which means he's in 5th place when it comes to damage. When it came to kills, though, there was nobody better than him. He got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Jagdpanther Spy, and also to the Rain 40-ton on the enemy team. He got a Leather Slaves medal out of that one as well. And in joint 3rd place, we got the Shure MV7X on our own team and the Conqueror. And on the enemy team, the IS-32 and the Kalana. And when it came to base XP, yeah, he got that one too. 1,590 went to Case, 1,079 went to the Shure MV7X, and 1,066 went to the Barask. And you can see the Jagdpanzer Spy also managed to get over 1,000 base, 1,047. So 4 players on their team were really, really good. And I think that's why the enemy assault on our cap area failed after they managed to get the west side of the map. They just failed to take the east side. And most of the shots were coming from the hill, I think, as well. If we look at detail report, we can see he fired 15 rounds in the game, got 12 direct hits and 11 penetrations. 3,098 hit points of damage, of which 204 were at more than 300 meters. He also received 1 hit. It was a penetration. Yep, that was early on in the game. It was the Skoda who actually got a shot into him. 4 enemy vehicles were spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 3,127 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 164,056 credits for the game. He did use some premium ammo, and he got a 65,000 mission completion bonus. And he also got 7,394 experience points as well, including a 4,770 mission completion bonus. So yes, sometimes if you're in an ELC EVEN 90 as well as you can to try and spot the enemy and do it silently from a bush, your intentions get completely wrecked because somebody else has an ELC EVEN 90 and they spot you as you're sitting in that bush. Yes, unfortunately, it may have been that even though Case was nicely in that bush, that the other guy had the commander's vision system and he was able to spot Case sitting there. And that's why he alerted that Skoda, and the Skoda got a penetrating shot. But apart from that, he didn't actually suffer any other damage. And the enemy did shoot at him several times and missed. Although I would say that he needs to move forward and fast and turn as you're moving forward, because you'll accelerate faster forwards, and especially if you're going downhill, than you would if you try to back up. So much better, much easier to do it that way. So a really good game from Case and a much better result in many ways, you might say. But let's have a look at the third game and see if that one's any better. The third and last replay is on the Fisherman's Bay map and on the South Spawn, and the player is Red Dog Alpha 1. Well, I can imagine Red Dog Alpha 1's going to be a little more conventional about how he's going to play this one. He might actually try and hide in a bush, get spotting on the enemy. It's just as likely. He knows what this tank's all about. It's about the camo, really, more than anything else. If you can get spots on the enemy, your teammates can get damage on them too. And he's gone straight up to the center to try and spy on the enemy. And he spotted a couple of enemy tanks already. 7032. Oh, well, his shell ricocheted off the 7032, but he was spotted. Now that might be because there's an enemy tank just the other side of that gap. There is an LTTB on the enemy team, and we've got a Centurion 5-1, which is the premium one, the Australian one, the RAAC one, coming towards us. Or is he? No, he's actually going away now. So there's the person we've got to worry about, because he might be popping up in this direction. Looks like he's circling around. I felt sure that somebody would spot us. The LTTB on the enemy team is actually up near the windmill on the west side of the map at the moment. Okay, he's coming over there to help them. Okay, he's gone over to this side. Okay, BOX6 nearby.
I appreciate it.
So he can spot for his team, and oh, he's been spotted. Move, move, move. Bumps around into the Centurion, but you can't stay there. You've been spotted. Gets another one in. Yep, that Centurion's after him. He needs to move, and move quick. Otherwise, he's going to take a round. Ow. Well, he's been hit twice. And the BOX6 is going to fend off the enemy. In the conventional way, just walloped him. But we got hit by two shells. One from the Noobs 03, who's hiding at the back. And the other one was from an M40N43, and he's just been hit again by the UDAs. So we know where the UDAs is. He's over there at the back. And he's hit us with a 105mm round. And now we're down to just 6 hit points. So he's going to have to be very passive from now on.
I'm in your debt.
Yeah, the moment he got spotted, he didn't move. And that's why he lost so many hit points straight away. There's a TL1 LPC supposedly just across the way there. Just across the road. Now, he could cross and sit behind that building, and that might force the TL to do something. In fact, the TL1 LPC has just got wiped out by the BOX6, so he's out the game. Okay, so he's going to cross the road. I think this is a very bold move, but he might as well do it because, of course, he's low on hit points. And it looks like the TL1 was just round the corner. There he is. So look at this. This is really, really bold. He's spotting the enemy from their side of the map. And he's even getting shots on the enemy as they're... Wow, this is really, really brave. I'm not sure if it's brave in the good sense or brave in the bad sense, but you can see he could get shot at by any of the tank destroyers. But I think that the UDAs is outside range, so he can't shoot. He can certainly hit that guy, and he puts a round into the 7032. And now our guys are getting brave, and they're going around, and they're outflanking the enemy. And this is going to be wild, because that means all the enemy tanks in the town are now basically trapped, and they're going to get assassinated. Superb move, and it's down to Red Dog Alpha 1 that they did this, because if he hadn't actually spotted where they all were, then they wouldn't have known that they could capture these guys. And he does take the kill on the M4 49 Liberté. Who's next? Oh, this is excellent. Well, the enemy's not going to survive very much longer in that little hole. There's only one left, I think it's... And he's going to be wiped out very shortly. He just spotted a Scorpion though. This is very aggressive spotting and it's paying off. He got spotting assist on the Scorpion. He's still reloading after firing 3 shells, but I think this enemy is in a lot of trouble now, and it's all down to Red Dog Alpha 1 finding out where they were. And there's the Udis. So he could take this guy now, but he's spotting him instead. Oh, lovely. That's juicy. 1,000 spotting assists. There's 6 enemy left, and he's getting right under their noses. They can't perk up onto that ridgeline. If they do, they're going to get spotted. He just needs to get right underneath them. So they have to come forward to try and get him. But if they do, they die because we've got guns who are looking in their direction. There's the Scorpion. Another spotting. More spotting. Oh, this is brilliant. There's the Arty. Come on, Arty, do your stuff. Yes! That was a spot from our Arty killing their Arty. And the Arty was Raging Bull. Okay, we've got the Kampfpanzer 68 over there. He's gone. Who's next? Well, there's Emil over here as well, but he's right down the west side of the map. And in fact, he's the last enemy alive. So he might as well go for it. Oh, God. He dived off there. He's got 3 shells to spend, and he might as well spend it on a meal or some other form of meat. Okay, that meal is definitely going to die. We're chasing him now. We'll slow down a little as we go up the hill. There he is. Okay, we're going to come up behind him. Okay, he's going to get him in the rear. It's going to outflank him. We're capping. We don't need to. Hello, Mr. Barask. Take these shells. Oh, he kills us. But they're not going to let him live. And even the Arty's getting involved. And there's the kill shot that wins the game from our Barask. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the ELC EVEN 90. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage on the enemy, and his win rate in the game was 3,553, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the Barask, who got 2,733 hit points of damage. He also got the last kill of the game. And the second highest damage went to the Borsig that, for a lot of the time, Red Dog Alpha 1 was helping. He got 2,577 hit points in second place. And third place actually goes to the 50TP prototype, who got 1,949. Red Dog Alpha 1 was active and he did get 1,392 hit points of damage shooting at the enemy heavies actually in the town. And it was his move that was instrumental in getting the team to win because, of course, once he moved across the center line, the others realized that they could do it too. And that's when the enemy got encircled. When it came to kills, we can see the Borsig got 3 kills, including the kill of the enemy Centurion that was coming after Red Dog Alpha 1. And 2 kills, 3 kills also went to the meal on the enemy team. He actually killed Red Dog Alpha 1 at the end, so he got an extra kill. 2 kills went to the Brass, the 50TP, and the Scorpion G. And, well, yes, Red Dog Alpha 1 did get 1 kill in the game. And when it came to base XP, he's the highest, 1,148, the only player to get over 1,000 base in the game. The next highest being the Barass with 965, followed by the Borsig with 839. He fired 8 rounds. All 8 rounds hit the target. Only 7 of them penetrated, though. I think he did have one problem with one of the tanks in the town. 1,392 hit points of damage, of which was all of which was at close range. 3 hits received from the enemy, 3 penetrations. He lasted for most of the battle with only 6 hit points. He did get hit by the enemy Arty as well, lost a lot of hit points. but luckily he managed to get out of that situation fast enough, and the Borsig was there to save him as soon as he got round the corner. 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, 5,158 hit points of spotting assist. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 96,634 credits, and that's down to the fact he fired nothing but standard ammo. He also got a 30,000 mission completion bonus. He got 30 bonds for enough mission completion, and he also took away 1,224 experience points out of that one as well. It was an unusual game because he was doing a mixture of shooting and spotting. He lost so many hit points because he didn't move the moment the Centurion did spot him. He was kind of in a situation where he wanted to get shots on that Centurion, but when you were sitting there in the open and people knew where you were, obviously the Arty was dialing in on you, the UDAS was dialing in on you. You took 2 shots from that UDAS in the end that really did strip you down to just 6 hit points, but you made 6 hit points work for you, and you got a nice result at the end of the game. It wasn't an ace tanker, would have been close though, even so. Hope you enjoyed all 3 of those ELC EVEN 90 games. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.